Yo, 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 what is good? 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 What is up, everybody? What is good, nation? What is up, man? Hope everybody is good. Hey, it's Friday, man. It's Friday. Hope everybody got a good weekend ahead of them. Um, no Raider football, but hey, that's why we're doing this today. That's why we're doing this today. Let's see. Let's see. That's why we're doing this. No Raider football this weekend, but hey, that's why we're doing this live. We get to look over some Raider football right now. Let's see, man. Let's get right into this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Y'all ready to break some film down? Hey, I took I took the executive decision. We're watching the Bengals game film. We're watching the Bengals game film. I took the executive decision. We're gonna watch the Bengals game film. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for it? Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Shane in here. My boy says, "Yo, yo, what's good with you?" We got Egalitarian in here. What's up? What's up with you, my boy? Y'all ready for this film breakdown? We doing a film breakdown. What's good with you, man? What are your thoughts on McDaniels? That right there. That right there. Um, I will say this with McDaniels before we get into the film really quick. I will say this with McDaniels, playoff. I will say this with McDaniels, and shout out to Ray the Tape. He had a fire live earlier this morning. Um, what he said was straight facts. With McDaniels, we have never. Oh, we have with McDaniels, they have never had under a top 10 offense. So his offense is proven to be like something that works, right? But I no, that's my reaction, man. Because with Josh McDaniels comes Ziegler, and I was looking at their track record, man, and it's just not the best. It's just not the best. I mean, you look at their drafts; it's honestly just not the best, man. When Ziegler was, or not when Ziegler, when McDaniels was over there with with Denver with the Donkeys, man, their track record was just horrible. Their drafting track record was just horrible. And I know a lot of people don't want to talk about that portion, but then you go to the Patriots and bro, their drafting is just like what? Like bro, they what's his name? I know he's doing pretty good in the NFL right now. Kyle Duggar. I think he was like a Division 2, Division 3 college football player. They took him in the second round. It was interesting, man. And shout out to ONT6, man. Says please God, don't let us hire Josh McDaniels. Um, as much as I agree with that, man, there you gotta also look at the good side that comes in it. Like I was saying, his offense it works, but mm, and here's what I will say as well. Here's what I will say as well. His offense does work, and I feel like we have more weapons than the Patriots. I feel like we got a better running back. I feel like we got a way better tight end. I feel like we have Hunter Renfro. But I mean, just looking to kill Harry. Looking to kill Harry. Their wide receiver group, they've been trying to bolster that up. A lot of people are saying that Ziegler may be a decent GM. I'm not agreeing with that. Ziegler drafted N'Keal Harry. Ziegler is the same guy. Ziegler is the same guy that paid Nelson Aguilar $13 million a year. Same guy. But hey, that's my thoughts and opinions. That's for another day. That's for another day. But are y'all ready to get into this film? Y'all ready to get in this film? Y'all want some film? Y'all want some film? This executive decision was made, man. We're doing film on the Bengals game, our playoff game. Um, you know, what do you think? What do you think, man? Did your homework on McDaniels? It's a good pickup. He is in a groove offense. Just provide Carr what he needs. Um, I agree. I agree. But holy shit, man. I don't know. I gave my thoughts, right? He's never had a below top 10 offense. I believe four top five offenses in his 9 year span with the Patriots. He has a good offense, and the running game I think was better than us this year, so that's good. We get Jacobs more involved, but I don't know, man. It's nothing like set in stone just yet. So, ooh, it's tough. It sure is tough. You're all in on Ziegler slash McDaniels. Really? Really? Wow. Did not expect that. Sup, Andy? Hit that like button, nation. Yes, sir. Shout out to EC. Hey, Dobbs is going to be interviewed. I thought he already interviewed. Y'all ready for this film? Y'all ready for this film, nation? Y'all want to get into it? I'm ready. I'm ready. What do you guys think? I'm ready. What you guys think? We doing film? We doing film? Come on. Everybody get the notepad out. Everybody get the notepad out. Pen ready. Time to study, man. It's time to study. This is one of my favorite parts in football, man. This is one of my favorite parts in football, man. So, y'all got your pen and paper ready? Cause I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do it, man. Look, we got right here. Oh shit. Yeah, we got it right here, man. Um, I'm ready. I'm 100% ready. I'm 100% ready. Ready? Ready? Do it. Let's do it. All right. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it, y'all. All right, man. Let's do it. Let's start. Let's run it from the top. Let's run it from the top. Run it from the top. Kickoff. Shout out to Tyron Johnson. All right. What do we got here? What do we got here? We got Darren Waller out wide on the first play of the game. I really like that. I'm not gonna lie. And then I believe that's Deshaun Jackson, baby. So we got Waller out wide. You got Deshaun right here. I believe that's Helm right there. I believe that's Foster. And you got Colton, and that's Jacobs in the backfield. I like this, man. I really like this play right here. I did. And we picked up, I believe, what, 4 to 5 yards on first down? That's efficiency. I'm all for efficiency. I'm all for efficiency. Yep. So we got Helm here. We got Foster here. Jacobs in the backfield. Beautiful. Beautiful. And expect this a lot. If we already get Josh McDaniels, expect this a lot. Expect this a lot right here. 2 tight end set, 3 tight end set. Expect that a lot. A lot. They love. That's Carrier. There we go. We got Carrier here. But they run this a lot, man. They love their double tight end set. They love their double tight end set. My personal favorite right here, you got Zay Jones. Look. That's beautiful. That's beautiful blocking. Shout out to Brandon Parker, man. That's beautiful parking. That's beautiful blocking, man. Beautiful. Picks up 4 to 5 on first down. That's the best way to be efficient right there. Second down, again, you got Waller out wide. You got Renfro now. You got Zay Jones. Believe that's Edwards, and you got Josh in the backfield. Shout out to you, Aurora. I thought that was Deshaun for some reason. Jacobs first down, for second down, picks up 2 to 3. Not bad. You put yourself in a very good scenario. Again, you got DC right here. You got Jacobs here. I like it, man. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. 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 I feel like that was a good little run by Jacobs. Pen and paper, pen and paper. What are you guys most focused on right now? First pass play of the game. Complete Zay Jones. Complete to Zay Jones. That was a good one. You got Renfro. You got Renfro here. You got Zay, Jalen Richard, your third down back. You know, third down back right here. Picked up a lot of blitzes for Derek Carr. Helped a lot with Brandon Parker this year. Brandon Parker so butt cheeks. Hey, man. Good catch by Zay Jones. Something that our receivers didn't do too often. We got Waller again. out wide. Now you see Deshaun Jackson for the first time. Now you got Hunter Renfrow. You got Jacobs back in the game with Foster here, helping on Brandon Parker's guy. I believe this will be a pass. Yeah. Right here, Renfrow picks up 6 yards on first down. Listen, you guys, this right here is one of my favorite things, right? I've been asking for it for so long now, and that's efficiency on first and second down. It's efficiency on first and second down. And so far in this game, the Raiders were efficient on first and second down. So far in this game, you get your second run to Jacobs on second down. It's okay. You're gonna do film breakdown on McDaniels' offense. I'm not gonna do any film on the Patriots right now. I'm just going over what our guys did by the end of the year. Daniels has a different scheme. Yep. It runs well with DC though. So again, you got your third down back in on third down. You got Jackpot all the way on the left, Zay in the slot, Renfro out wide with Waller here. This right here, I mean, formations is good, but just look at the concepts. Look at the concepts, right? Look at the concepts. You got Zay Jones going into the middle of the field, which essentially, if this guy comes down, you guys see this guy right here? If this guy comes down because of the running back here, this play should go wide open to Zay Jones. This play should go wide open to Zay Jones. Because you got Jackpot taking over his man on the top of your screen. You got Renfro taking over his man on the bottom of your screen. This guy, if he gets drawn to this player coming down here, Zay Jones would be wide open. He'd be wide open. But he plays it right. He leaves Jalen Richard there. We still pick up the first down. We move the chains. We move the chains. We move the chains. We watch it from a different angle here. Jalen Richard, a very good, reliable third down back when it comes to blocking. You got Waller here. This is something that Waller, after coming off of COVID and injury, I felt like he struggled a little too much, and that was with securing the ball before going upfield. Now this, I'll let this play run so we can watch it. Let's see. What's good, Andy? What's good, Cash Lord? What's good with you, my boy? Look, I love this. I love this. Heavy, heavy sets. Heavy. You got Foster. You got Jacobs. You got Waller. You got Carrier. I love that. I love that. I love it because I'm an O lineman. I love it because I played O line. This right here, let's look at it. Something. Pass pro. Waller doing a very good job helping Brandon Parker right now. Brandon Parker is not even engaged. Colton Miller doing a good job helping John Simpson. You got Foster Moreau chipping on Colton Miller's main assignment. I mean, right now, you let it run a couple more seconds. Now DC officially has done his drop, or almost done his drop. Now he's done it. And boom, look at this pocket. Look at this pocket. This is a very good pocket right now. DC has an opportunity to step up. He has a lane here. You got Josh Jacobs here. You got Waller here. This is a good pocket right here. This is a good pocket. Now he does a thing, gives it to Jacobs. Jacobs gets yards. I like this. I like this. Efficiency right there. I'm all for it. Then you got I believe this is a flag. Mcdaniels started 6-0 with Denver, then got caught cheating, then proceeded to go 5-17 the rest of the way. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not sold on McDaniels. I don't mind cheating if it's gonna work. It has to be under a microscope. Yeah. Yeah. He said I don't mind cheating if it's gonna work. All right. You got Jackpot, Zay, Renfro, Waller. I like this right here. Let's see what we do. But look at how many guys they got stacked up right here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 men. 5 men. Very, very aggressive. And it works. And it works. You got 5 men. Very aggressive, and it works. This right here is a 3-4, guys. For those of you guys who want a 3-4, For those you got, or it's kind of, kind of. It's an odd front. It's an odd front. I wouldn't say it's a 3-4, but it's an odd front. You got a nose tackle here above Andre James. You got a 3 technique on the right shoulder of the right guard. You got another 3 technique right here on the left shoulder of the left guard. And you got 2 guys. One that's very, very out wide. Number 57 is extremely out wide there. And then you got Trey Hendrickson right here. Very, very aggressive front. Helps against the run. And guess what? We only pick up 2 yards. So for those of you guys who like that 3-4, man, I mean, yet again, another play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can be tricky for offensive line, man. But this is why I said it's an odd front. DC almost throws an interception there, crossbody. It happens. But I believe this linebacker right here, Cincinnati's defensive coordinator, does a really good job with putting a guy on the line of scrimmage to where if it's a run, they can get penetration right away. But in this case, it was a pass, no play action to Jalen Richard. He was able to drop right back into his zone. You know? I like that pass. I like the thought of that pass. I like the thought of that pass. But we end up settling for a field goal, and now we're on defense. Now we go to defense, man. One of my favorite things to break down. We also need a great defense. What? Of coach our defense let many points go this season. He did. He gave a little bit too much cushion, in my opinion. He gave a little too much cushion, in my opinion. Shout out to the beach ball flying in the air. I feel like our special teams always did a good job. Our gunners always did a good job. Our gunners always did a very good job. And for those of you guys who don't know, these are our gunners. These are our gunners. I believe, I don't know who that is. I think this is Merrick on the right, all the way to the right. Those are our gunners. They're making sure nothing comes down here. This right here, all of that, all of that. It got to stay safe. So when we kick that ball off, nothing. You see how all these guys running full speed? They're trotting. They're trotting. They're making sure nothing breaks outside. Nothing. Yeah, so that was Faison and Merrick as our gunners. Did we hire Mike McDaniels? Wait, I don't know what that means, bro. Look, that cover 3, man. It lets the guys fly around. You got Yannick, you got Big Q, Big Hank, Mad Max. We're in a nickel defense right now. We are in a nickel defense, only 2 linebackers. If we hire McDaniels, who will be our offensive coordinator? He'll have to hire one. Oh no, we were in a 3-4. We were in our base 4-3. We were in our base 4-3 right there. We are in our base. That's good. I like that. I felt like that was, you know, again, I feel like this is one of those situations where Gus Bradley's defense looks a little bad because of bad play by the DBs. I mean, hold on. Did any of you guys see Quinn Jefferson? Check out this by Quinn Jefferson. Quinn Jefferson right here. Quinn Jefferson right here. Look at number 77. All right, ball is snapped. Ball is snapped. Q Jeff, all of our guys are already running to the ball. Absolutely amazing snapshot right there. That's Rod Marinelli work. Look at that bull rush. Beautiful, beautiful. Got right under the pad leverage, right under the chi-chis. That was perfect. Right here, I believe they're going to run the ball. So this is something I did not agree with Gus Bradley's defense. This is something I did not agree with Gus Bradley's defense. They just picked up a first down, and we're still in the nickel defense on a running down, and they pick up what, 4 yards? I understand 4 yards is going to happen. I understand that. 4 yards is going to happen. I get it. 4 yards is gonna happen. I get it, but shot again. Face on, just getting beat. Shout out to my boy Jose Lopez. He said, "Bro, this is 3 weeks ago. Why are we watching this? Because hey, we were a play away from being able to still play in our season right now. That's why, Jose. And a lot of these guys may or may not be coming back. So we got to pick and choose who we think we want to come back. Like I said, man, this is a time. This is a time to where we have our pen and paper out. We take notes. A lot of you guys loved yourself some Solomon Thomas. A lot of your guys love yourself some Solomon Thomas. So take a look at Solomon here. Take a look at Solomon. Definitely got hold there. I will give Solomon Thomas his credit there. Definitely beat his man. Definitely beat his man here. Take a look at Solomon Thomas here. Definitely beat his man. Got held, no call. Got held, no call. Ben Behead says because you can't break down a film of a game that hasn't been played. Very true. Good hustle by Cleveland Ferrell there, but personally, I don't like that. Good hustle by Cleveland here on the bottom right. Good hustle, but at the same time, I don't like that. He needs to me personally, I don't like that. I felt like he should have he he is in his third year in the NFL. He needs to feel and have better play recognition because he is the guy that can make the play. He is the guy that can make the play there. On a screen pass, he is the guy that can make the play. You want D'Amico Ryans? Check out Instagram. For those in Raider Nation waiting on the Raiders personnel hires, it's probably safe to take the weekends off from Twitter. Raiders really want to hear from D'Amico Ryans. What do you guys think of D'Amico Ryans? I know he's I know that D'Amico Ryans is someone that that people want to see from. I know that, but is it what we need? Do we need D'Amico? And if we need D'Amico, well, let's hope that the Niners lose so that we can go ahead and interview him. It's Dobson McDaniels. That's your bold prediction. Okay. Okay. Build a top 10 defense. Keep Carr. Has never had an offense better than 20th in his. Never had a defense better than 20th in his career. He never has. Never ever has. Bro, let's be honest. If we hire, it's gonna be a terrible hire. Yikes. I would agree though. Shout out to my boy Jose Lopez again. He says, I like how you said that we need playmakers, not weapons. Yep, we have weapons. We don't have playmakers. That's truthfully what it is. Renfro is a weapon. Renfro is a weapon. Jacobs is a weapon. We don't have a guy that's gonna take over the game. Like Ruggs, I know it's like beating a dead horse with this combo, but Ruggs necessarily was a playmaker. Although his stats weren't like reflecting that, he was a playmaker. He was gonna make that big play. Renfro is a weapon that can make plays. Exactly. Exactly. Renfro's, McDaniels, Edelman. There's a lot of pieces. Like I said, I feel like we have a better offense to work with than what McDaniels would have to work with. But I really just don't want McDaniels personally. Personally. Again, Tyron Johnson. What do you guys think about Tyron Johnson? What are your guys' thoughts about Tyron Johnson? I love Tyron Johnson. I think he's a guy that'll have a big part. I love this base right here, by the way. That formation is probably one of my favorite formations. Shout out to Jackpot with that right there. I mean, Zay Jones. This right here, though, is one of my favorite formations. It's such a balanced formation. I love it. Huh. I think Mcdaniels will do well if he doesn't have control of the roster. He sucks too. Padded stats. He can't win. D'Amico Ryans. D'Amico Ryans seems to be your guys' favorites. That right there, I understand the pocket was collapsing pretty quick. Let's take a look at this a little bit more. Let's take a look at this a little bit more. Definitely a questionable pass by Derek Carr. Clean pocket as of now. Clean pocket as of now. And here's the thing, you guys. For those of you guys who like a 3-4 scheme, this is what happens to your 3-4 players. This is what happens to your Max Crosby's. In my opinion, Trey Hendrickson should never, in my opinion, Trey Hendrickson should never be in coverage. But because he's in a 3-4 scheme, he has to be in coverage here. That's something that should never happen, in my opinion. Never. If Daniels brings Brian Flores as a DC, he has my approval. If he can pull that off, he has mine as well. Personally, Cash Lord, he has mine as well. Now we see a Marcus Mariota package sighting here. This is a very interesting one that actually I think here we get a false start and he has to leave the game. I think that's what happens, right? I think yep, that's what happens. Yeah, but if Brian Flores makes his way onto this roster, oh my lord, I would be one happy camper. If he can find his way to be a staff member on this team, I would be one happy camper. I would be one happy camper. I'd be one happy camper. Now, after the false start, DC is back on the field. A lot of this right here, this play right here, personally, I like it. It doesn't work because James doesn't get to his guy. Andre James doesn't get to his guy. That's why this play didn't work. That's why. Everybody had their block. Brian Edwards had their block. Colton Miller has his block. Andre James doesn't get to his guy. That's why this play doesn't work. I don't mind that play call. We just need better execution. We need better execution there. You got a bunch set here, and you got Foster alone on the left side. Personally, bunch is one of my favorite formations. It's very tough on the DBs. You know, you're stacked on the DB's toes. Right here, sack fumble. DC just demolished here. You know, this is why I say that in a 3-4 scheme, look, this is why Gerard Mayo may be one of my underratedly favorite candidates. We saw them in a 3-4. We saw them in a 3-4 scheme where they were getting a lot of pressure against our run offense, but now they're back into their nickel. Now they're back into their nickel where Trey Hendrickson can really flourish, right? So with a guy like Gerard Mayo, we know he does that a lot. We know he does that a lot. Gerard Mayo does that a lot. So if Gerard Mayo can come over with Josh McDaniels, if that does happen, it could be a sneaky little pickup there, but we'll see. Andy, are you ever going to bring beeps on your show? I don't know. I don't know. But this is something I don't agree with. This right here is one of the main reasons why I feel like Greg Olsen should never make it back into coaching the Las Vegas Raiders. There is absolutely no excuse. There is absolutely no excuse in having a 10, an 11 sack player one-on-one with Foster Moreau. This is why right here, this is why Greg Olsen needs to get fired immediately, today. This is about the dumbest thing you can ever do. You have Foster Moreau, you're asking your quarterback to get hurt here. Literally. How many Patriots free agents will come with McDaniels? You know, I think that if McDaniels comes, um, more of Andy and less of us is best. Don't be like the other channels. What? What? But look. If McDaniels comes, most likely some sort of player from the defensive tree is going to come. So you potentially could go out and maybe get a Stephon Gilmore, man. Potentially, but who knows? All right, I like this, but at the same time, it's not my favorite. So we got Divine Diablo here and Perryman sharing the middle of the field. You got my boy Nate Hobbs, Roderick Teamer, a very underrated player in my opinion. You got Merrick here. Let's see how this develops. They're in the I formation on offense. You get a receiver in motion. All right. Play should have been over right here. Yannick Ngakoue needs to make that play. Play should have been over. But let's see how many yards they pick up. 2 to 3 yards. 2 to 3 yards. Okay. Now, how on earth, in Gus Bradley's mind, that last play, they had a heavier personnel out on the field. But in Gus Bradley's mind, it's better to put fucking 2 linebackers in now, but not the last play. Doesn't make sense. Andy, I'd love to have the talk of 3-4 versus 4-3 defense. Yannick and Max are 3-4. Clee and Littleton are 3-4 players. No idea on our rookies. I don't think that Max and Yannick are 3-4 players. Oh, sorry, Yannick and Max are 4-3. Okay, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Again, Perryman's out. If we get McDaniels, can you see us picking up Flores? Um, I mean, there's always that chance, but it seems like Flores might get a shot in Miami, not in Miami, in elsewhere. I think Flores has done enough to get a shot elsewhere, but who knows? I think I think that if you switch into a 3-4 defense, you absolutely have to draft Jordan Davis, right? Do you guys agree? Gus Bradley's is trash. He can't stop the Chiefs. That's the main enemy. Let's state facts. That is a fact. Um, Andy Clean, Littleton are 3-4. They definitely are. I don't get why we are taking so long. I mean, according to Scout, man, we were really wanting to take our time with this to see if a guy like D'Amico Ryans can make his way on over here. What do you guys think? Wait for D'Amico Ryans. All right. Shout out to Peyton Barber for this. Shout out to Peyton freaking Barber for this. But we now have to go and do a 99-yard drive. We now have to do a 99-yard drive. Thank goodness for Jacobs here. Jacobs saves us from a safety. Be patient and pick the right guy. I mean, if we're going to be patient and get Josh McDaniels, I think that that's being patient, but also being stupid. Personally. All right. We got Zay, Edwards, Waller, Foster, Jacobs against a nickel front. Against a nickel front. Barber cost us the game? I wouldn't go as far as say that. I wouldn't go as far as to say that Barber cost us the game at all. I feel like there was other aspects that cost the game. But I feel like if you switch into a 3-4 scheme, whichever scheme you get, whether it's Gerard Mayo with Josh McDaniels, if you switch into a 3-4, you 1,000% have to go out and pick up Jordan Davis in the draft. Um, I don't necessarily agree with that pass there. I don't. But all right, third down. O line cost us the game. That could very much possibly be. And on cue, Derek Carr gets sacked on the 1 yard line. Let's take a look at this again. You got an odd front. This front right here really messes with offensive linemen more than you think. Much more than you think. Because you got two guys right here. You got 57 and 91 Trey Hendrickson. You got two guys over Colton Miller. You got two guys over Colton Miller. So Colton Miller has to become a super athlete to get 57. And John Simpson, number 76 here, has to become a super athlete to get Trey Hendrickson. Now, that means that you're leaving a big gap here, which is where I believe they got pressure at, and you're leaving Andre James one-on-one with the nose tackle. It creates more pressure than what you think. So they actually got the pressure off the right side. But O-line was a big issue. JJ had several plays called back. He did. We saw it. We saw one. We kicked too much field goals. That's what costed us. Absolutely. 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 Come on. Absolutely. I agree. They switched off James. Yeah, they did. You know, I was so surprised to see Cleveland Ferrell on punt team. That was honestly ridiculous. I think that having Cleveland Ferrell and Corey Littleton on special teams is it sums up our organization right now. All right, we got the nickel defense. You got Diablo, you got Perryman, you got Nate, you got Casey. This is something that I feel like, and tell me if I'm wrong here, guys. Tell me if I'm wrong here. This person right here should be Tyree Gillespie. It should be Tyree Gillespie. But they got Roderick Teamer in. I feel like it should have been Tyree Gillespie. I'm fine with Roderick Teamer, but you know, so you get your first, you get Cleveland Ferrell, Damian Square, Solomon Thomas, Carl Nassib. Arguably our best run defense here. And they run the ball and pick up 4 yards. Andy, regardless of the defensive system, 3-4 or 4-3, I absolutely agree. Jordan Davis should be the pick. Hankins is a free agent and over 30 years old now. Well, that's a good argument. I don't want to see Carlson do shit, but kick extra points next season. This red zone shit needs to be fixed. Yeah, I agree. This right here is just a good play design. It's just a very good play design. Good play call. Sometimes they're just going to be better than us on one play. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. Good defense right here. Great play by Desmond Trufant coming up. Um, but something that I feel like something I feel like look at this snapshot. Take a look at this. Can someone in the chat tell me what's wrong with this picture here? This is right after the tackle is made. This is right after the tackle was made. Can someone here tell me what's wrong with this picture? Because I know there's if you've played football, if you've been around football, you should know it. There's 11 people on defense. There is only 2 people at the ball. And everybody, look, number 92, Solomon Thomas is looking away. I don't know who that is. I think that's Perryman. He's walking away. You got Roderick Teamer. He's looking away. You only got 2 people at the ball out of 11 guys. And let's say that we do count 5 people going to the ball. 5 people going to the ball out of 11. That's what's wrong. That's how you don't get turnovers. That's how you don't get turnovers. There's 1, 2. There's only 2 guys. The tackle was made right here. Sorry, there's 3 guys. There's only 3 guys here. Turnovers are made when you got 5 people jumping on your back, 3 people trying to strip you. That's how turnovers are made. And having nobody here is worrying me. And do you know football? Why are people still wanting Carr? Let him go win a Super Bowl and choked in the playoffs? Oh, he won't win a Super Bowl and he'll choke in the playoffs. Um, I mean, I think that people want Derek Carr, and me included. I would like to see Derek Carr play out his contract. I wouldn't give him an extension, but I would like to see him play out his contract. And the reason why is because he was throwing the ball to Zay Jones and Hunter Renfrow and Foster Moreau, and he found a way to win 4 games in a row to make it to the playoffs. I feel like you give him a little bit more around him and a solid defense, he does more. But I don't want to see him extended. I want to see how he plays and finishes out his contract. I don't understand how this dumbass ref here doesn't see that blatant push off. But yeah, that's what I think, Steven. I don't want to see him extended. I want to see him play out his contract. Like, look at the push off, man. Look at that. Okay. But at the same time, like what Longy Raider just said, there isn't many other available guys. And the guys that are available aren't better than Derek Carr. I believe this next play, yeah, that was a clear push off in my opinion. Clear as day. Clear as day. I believe right here, ref was right here, stupid refs. Is this next play where we get finessed? Is this next play, is that where we get finessed? I think the whistle play is coming. He ain't gonna play on a 1-year deal, and I wouldn't blame him. Okay. Is this the whistle play? Yeah, I think it is. Trayvon Merrick's up top. Joe Burrow. Yep. No, it's not. Who got that sack? Shout out to Quinn Jefferson, man. Shout out to Quinn Jefferson. Again, creating pressure. This right here, Quinn Jefferson, almost in a 6 or 7 tech. Nah, that's like a 6. That's like a 6. I'd say that's 5.5. But Quinn Jefferson, great penetration up front, great get off, great hand usage, beautiful stunt by Max Crosby and Quinn Jefferson to make that play happen. Beautiful play by Max Crosby and Quinn Jefferson. Quick questions. Why do fans complain that we need a true wide receiver but don't want to pay what a true number one receiver is worth? I like how they're saying Adams wants a 30 a year, and fans are like, no, that's too much. I think that's a very good question, Roy. That's a question that I ask myself often as well. I feel like if you want production and you want a superstar, you can't you can't cheap out. You got to pay the price. You have to pay the price. Um, you know, you have to pay the price for a superstar. But I understand you can get other players as well, and who knows? All right, Waller in motion. Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Foster, beautiful, beautiful. This is beautiful right here. I mean, if we can swing a trade for Wilson without giving. All right, all right. Let's look at the blocking here. Let's look at the blocking here. Wow. Picture perfect. Picture perfect. You got hat on hat. You got 2 hats on this guy. You got a free Alex Leatherwood to the second level. And you got freaking Brandon bum-ass Parker almost fucking it all up. But he pushes him into the backfield just enough Jacobs sees a clear cutback lane here. Clear cutback lane here. And we break a big one. Great way to finish. Great way to finish right there. If we pay for Adams, we won't be able to re-sign our defense and offensive players. That's true to an extent. Now we got two big players, two big plays back to back. Two big plays back to back. Now you got Zay and Renfro stacked above each other. You got Waller here. Renfro in motion. As soon as Jacobs now has the ball in his hands, again, great blocking by the offensive line here. John Simpson has just enough leverage on number 98. Andre James completely has his defensive tackle turned to a direction that he should never be turning as a defensive tackle. You have again Alex Leatherwood working to the second level, and if you can see, Zay Jones has a guy blocked. Brandon Parker doesn't shit the bed, and then you got Colton Miller coming right up to Logan Wilson. This is why this play works. This is why this play works. I feel like Jacobs, you got to be able to break that off, but, he doesn't have the speed, and we end up kicking a field goal on this drive. End up kicking a field goal on that drive. I think that's freaking ridiculous, in my opinion, kicking a field goal here. And this is what happens when you have a young offensive line. They'll make a great play. They'll make two great plays back to back, and then that'll happen. That could be fatigue. That could be not enough stamina, but who knows? Great play by Derek Carr trying to extend the play. I feel like that right there is all we've been asking for as Raider fans. This right here. This right here. Look at. As Raider fans, this is all we've been asking for, right? You got Foster, he's covered. You don't want to take another check down to Jacobs. Defensive tackles do horrible for the Bengals here. Completely get out of their rushing lanes. This is their rushing lane right here. This is number 65's rushing lane. Does a horrible job. So credit to Alex Leatherwood here. Same thing to John Simpson. Does a horrible job. You got two lanes for Derek Carr to run in right now. Two lanes. This is all we've been asking for Derek Carr to do. And each time Derek Carr actually extends the play, something good happens out of it. We almost got a touchdown here. Now, granted, it was great defense by number 21. I think that's Mike Hilton. But, wow. I mean, that's all we're asking from DC, man. Step up in the pocket when needed. Shout out to Deshaun Jackson dropping a touchdown. Shout out to Deshaun Jackson missing a touchdown. I mean, damn. And honestly, I feel like if Derek Carr does that more often, we're not having a conversation of switching the quarterback. Personally, that's how I feel. We're not having the conversation of switching the quarterback because that's all we've been asking from him. That's all we've been asking. And if he can do that, that'd help immensely. Allen Robinson would be my choice as of right now. Allen Robinson's a good sign. Jamo? I'd say if you can get Allen Robinson, I'd try and go and get Trey Burks. Great by the special teams here. Bengals are very beatable. We were in the game for both, but we were in a position to win the game both times. We didn't execute, they did. So shout out to them. Draft Jamo? I mean, I'm for it, but I mean, anybody else in here want to double down on receiver? I would love for us to go receiver first round, defense second round, and get Michi out of Alabama in the third. I would do it. Beautiful, beautiful. So They was kicking field goals too. Yeah. The difference is at this point. The difference is at this point, the Bengals had scored a touchdown. We hadn't gotten to the end zone yet. That's the problem. Just really bad by our defense right here. This is just really bad. Like you got is that yeah. Okay. Um yeah. They may not be, but they do win. Michi paired with the veteran wide receiver. That's what I'm saying. Porty City Raider. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, Michi would fucking fall to the third. All right. Denzel Perryman, Divine Diablo, Nate Hobbs, True Font, and I believe that's Teamer right here. I believe that's Teamer. I believe that's Teamer. So yeah, I believe that's Teamer. Great play by Damian Square. This is a guy who I've had um, a lot of respect for. A lot of respect for. A lot of respect for. Absolutely love that play. Honestly, we need to draft a talented QB who knows how long DC will be here. I agree. This right here. What do you guys think of this play? Divine Diablo gets beat down the seam. I think this is all Diablo's fault. I think this is all Divine Diablo's fault right here. CJ Uzamoa, CJ Uzamoa absolutely got freaking he was he was locked up by Divine Diablo. He just didn't turn his head. This right here, in my opinion, was Diablo's fault. He didn't turn his head. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. He didn't move his head. He's running stride for stride with him down the seam. Look at this. Right here, that's not look, Joe Burrow is throwing the ball here. This is good defense. Turn your head around. That is a interception. You turn your head around. That is an interception. And this is what I feel like is something that has played against Gus Bradley. He's putting his guys in a position here to make a play. This this player over here boxed up. This player over here boxed up. I don't know what this defender is doing here. He may have been covering the flats. But Divine Diablo, you got to turn your head around here, buddy. And I know he's a rookie, but at the same time, he was a defensive back in college. You got to have those instincts. Cuz to me, right here, this is a horrible play decision. This is a horrible decision by Joe Burrow to throw that ball. Personally, but Divine Diablo doesn't turn his head around, and that's what happens. We get beat. He got beat, but it happens. It happens. Good penetration up front. Great play by Casey Hayward on the ball here. Beautiful defense, like beautiful defense. Now, I have a question for you guys. If we and hold on while I talk about this, while I talk about this, and shout out to my boy Bobby with the super sticker. I appreciate you, my boy. Um, as I talk about this, shout out to Cruz. He says, if Josh McDaniels becomes our coach, hopefully he can bring a strong game like he had in New England. With multiple running backs, perhaps find a sleeper running back in the draft. Yes, that is something that's underrated about Josh McDaniels' scheme, is that they're very good runners. They're very good runners. Um, but I really hope that we don't get Josh McDaniels, but if we do, I 100% agree. I hope that we can kind of do what the 49ers are doing. Um, what the 49ers are doing, kind of running back by committee. We don't have a true number one everybody's eating. That's what I want. But yes, Cruz, yes, I agree. But I have a question for you guys. A lot of us want a 3-4. A lot of us want a new defense. Are we willing to give up a guy like Casey Hayward? Are we willing to give up a guy like Casey Hayward who makes an incredible play here? Are we willing to give up a guy like this that just makes an incredible play in order to switch schemes? Because Casey Hayward, in my opinion, where he's at in his career, I don't think he would fit in a man system. I think he's just an itch too slow. But in his own system, he'd work perfectly fine. Now, this is a problem. Dallin Levitt is a problem. Desmond Trufant is a problem. You have to find a way, man. You have Tyree Gillespie on the roster. You have to find a way to replace Dallin Levitt. You have to find a way to replace Desmond Trufant. And I understand that should be Damon Arnett, but you have to find a way. You have to find a way. Yeah, this is just bad. Like, that's just bad. Our defensive line just, got beat off the line of scrimmage. It happens. Great play by Nate Hobbs there. I believe the next play, though, we end up giving up a first down. Look, Joe Burrow is attacking the spot to make this play. Yep, we give up the first down. We give up the first down. So right here, Jamar Chase is going to go in motion. There's nobody. And this is what I don't understand about Gus Bradley's system. It's simple numbers. 1, 2, 3. That's what you have on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 guys on the right. Why is there only 2 defensive linemen shifted over here? This defensive line should have shifted to the strong side. Divine Diablo should have came down. We have 2 guys on the strong side of the line of scrimmage right now. This is why Jamar Chase runs for 50 yards. Because look, nobody's out here. Nobody's out here. Everybody came down. When you had 4 guys to the strong side of the line of scrimmage, you had 1 guy, once the ball was snapped, still be on that side. I don't understand that about Gus Bradley's defense. I don't get that. Do you guys understand that about Gus Bradley's defense? Because I don't. Because I sure as hell don't. Now, this right here, having Carl Nassib all the way out here, I kind of like it because Carl Nassib is good with the read option. But I don't understand still having KJ in. Joe Burrow checks it down. Great play by Teamer to come up and make the tackle. Great play by Divine Diablo to come help. I'm with that. And when the coverage is there, you'll see a lot of this. So I'm not sure if we had some injuries right now, but this right here is a linebacking group that should not be in, especially in the red zone. Now, I will eat dirt on Corey Littleton because he has not turned out what we pay him to be. But this linebacking core right here, this linebacking group, should not be on the field, especially in the red zone. You got KJ Wright and Corey Littleton together. Asking to get exploited right now. You're asking to get exploited. Now, thank goodness for Nate Hobbs. He takes out the outside lane. Nate Hobbs right here. Where's Nate Hobbs at? Boom. Great play by Nate Hobbs. He takes out the outside shoulder of the offensive tackle with his left hand. This is big, you guys. This is big. This is big. And for whatever reason, if there's anybody that's playing football right now in high school wanting to do something else, this is textbook by Nate Hobbs. He takes out the outside shoulder of the offensive lineman. No, Raider champion. That was Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs blows this play up. Nate Hobbs takes out the outside shoulder of the offensive lineman, and he's keeping this left hand here free and available for a tackle. Now Max Crosby is getting off his block. I believe that's Desmond Trufant. He's coming down. This is beautiful right here. Thank God for Nate Hobbs and Max Crosby on that play. Thank God for Nate Hobbs and Max Crosby. Now I believe this here's the whistle. Whistle was blown right here. The whistle was blown right here. You see, Faison has now stopped. Merrick is now jogging. He has stopped. KJ Wright, you'll see KJ Wright pull off of his guy. KJ Wright will pull off of his guy now. Merrick, done. The play is dead at this point. The play is dead at this point. But they call it a touchdown. They called it a touchdown. Now let's watch it from this angle. Let's watch it from this angle. Great play by Burrow to extend the play. Now it's the plaster. Now it's the plaster. Everybody needs to plaster. It's the scramble drill. Everybody needs to plaster. He needs to get on a man. Merrick needs to find a man. Everybody needs to find a man. Right here. Whistle is still not blown. Everybody's still playing full speed. The whistle is now blown. Let's see. Hobbs on the guy. I believe that's Perryman. He's on a guy. Whistle is blown. You can tell these guys are not playing no more. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. It appeared Burrow was out of bounds because the whistle blew. Yeah. Those refs, man, I'm happy that they're not refing for the rest of the they're not able to officiate any games for the playoffs. I'm glad. It sucks that we had to be the ones to go through it, but I'm glad. I'm glad that the NFL, realized that their refs did a wrong there. Let's see what Tyron Johnson does here. Nothing. Nothing. Crosby talking shit to Burrow. Little. I think it's just about halftime here at this point. Littleton owes Aaron Donald some cash. Uncle Andy. Hobbs was an absolute steal. Yep. Yep. All right, we're back on offense. Let's see. DC. That's just a bad ball. That's just a bad ball, right? Let's watch it again. Bad ball. Oh no. Brian Edwards. Brian Edwards, you got to do something, man. Who's the best player I played up against? I have no idea. We played fucking we played Bishop O'Dowd every year. They always got motherfuckers going into the league and shit, so I have no idea. We got Renfro, oh reliable. Clearly a face mask there, but these refs are blind. These refs are blind. It's okay. It's okay. It's high key better to break down the games we lose. It is. It is. And that's how you know we're gonna get better at. Brian Edwards makes a big play. Big play. Where do I play? I don't play no more, but I played for this. Where's it at? Played for that school right there, Berkeley High. I think we fucking lost to O'Dowd every single year besides my freshman year JV. We beat their JV team, but we lost to fucking O'Dowd every goddamn year. Those fucking guys, whew, they were stacked at every position. Fucking Bishop O'Dowd, those motherfuckers. Whew. Shout out to Jalen. Look. I'm going to show you guys when it gets replayed. I'm going to show you guys when this play gets replayed, but this is something I do not like. This is something I do not like. You see how Derek Carr, Jalen Richard, both pointing to the right? Jalen Richard is trying to tell him something here. Derek Carr is now focused on the snap count. But look, you got John Simpson. He does know the snap count. He's trying to take a peek back. Right here, you got Andre James. He got his eyes on Alex Leatherwood's man. I don't like how this play right here, Jalen Richard is the guy that has to pick this up. I don't like that. DC throws it away. Andy applied for the offensive line coach. That'd be a fucking dream. All right. This snapshot right here is why we need maybe not a $30 million wide receiver, but we need somebody that's going to get open. Not open. Not open. Not open. Not open. And not open. Who is Derek Carr going to throw the ball to? Well, this is the other problem with Derek Carr. The first problem is that he has no one to throw to. So that's not his fault. Everybody's covered. Everybody's covered. That's not Derek Carr's fault. You can't throw this ball. He's the fucking safety's going to come down and ruin that guy's career. Can't throw this ball. But the problem that we have with Derek Carr here, you see all of this shit that's over here? Am I the only one that feel like this gap, this 7-yard gap right here, is enough space for Derek Carr to fucking drive a Tesla through and run? But guess what? He did it. He took off. And boom. That's all we're asking for. When there is nothing there, make a play. Make a play. You have the ball in your hands every single play. Make a play. That's perfect. That's perfect right there. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, I'm not saying for him to turn into Kaepernick, but look, covered. He is developing to be open. Renfro is open, and Zay Jones, I mean, Derek Carr has the arm strength to make this throw. And he throws it to Jalen Richard. We need more of that. We sure do. Cruise control. I agree. I agree. I agree. Because they didn't honor it. Yep. Again, another red zone opportunity. All out blitz. That's Waller's fault. That's Waller's fault. That is Waller's fault. But you are running the 2-minute drill, my brother. You need to get out of bounds. So you see this guy flying across the screen, Jalen Richard? He's wide open. Wide open. Wide open here. Wide open. Wide open. And I understand they blitz like fucking 50 people here. But look at number 30. Look at number 30. So they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They blitz 6. They only got 5 men in coverage. We are blocking. Look, oh my lord. Oh my lord. Whatever. Waller, you gotta fucking do that. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Fucking Waller. You gotta make that. But Rashard, a playmaker, we wasted him the last 2 years. Great play by Waller. Gets out of bounds. 2 minute drill. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He didn't even run a route. Again, I love Rashard for that, man. Calling out the blitz. Andy, my bro, I gotta go, kid. You're the future. Appreciate you, my boy. Keep doing your thing. I got you, brother. I got you, brother. Yep. Jalen Rashard. Creamed. I'm dead. All right. This is where DC throws an absolute laser to Zay Jones. An absolute laser. I mean, beautiful ball by DC, man. Beautiful ball by DC. Great catch. Great aggressive catch by Zay Jones. Doesn't let the DB punch the ball out. That was amazing. That was amazing. And when DC makes throws like this, it makes you think like, damn, another quarterback isn't going to do that because there's not many quarterbacks that will. And the first half has now ended, and we just now get our first touchdown. We just now get our first touchdown. We just now get our first touchdown. Not going to cut it. $20-13. Now, question. I'm not sure if this is. Do you guys want to finish this, or should we wait for another day to finish this? Who wants to keep going? Who wants to get another because we're barely halfway in. We're barely halfway in. We're barely halfway in. Do you guys want to continue? Do you guys want to continue? We're barely halfway in. Finish it right now. Finish it. Finish it. I feel the Titans could beat Cincy if they had shorter routes in the middle. He definitely can throw a bullet. He sure can. He sure can. Finish it, Uncle Rio. Keep going. Yes, I want to see the defense keep us in this game. All right, we'll keep it pushing then. No, you don't want to, Paul? Part two? You want a part two, Longy Raider? Up to you. You will go for it. My boy Longy wants a part two. Longy, you got work tomorrow or something, brother? I got work too. I got work too. How about this? Who can remember a timestamp? Who can remember a timestamp? Who can remember a timestamp? We'll go until we hit 50. What do you guys think? We'll go until we hit the 50 minute mark, and we'll finish it another day. Or let me know what other games do you guys want to. So it's not halftime. What other games do you want to see in the future? Because I just wanted to do this. I just want to rather split it by half then, because this is now The last four plays, like the last four that we just watched, or the last four of the game? Because this is what we can do. This is now the second half. What we can do for this last segment of the stream, we can just talk McDaniels. We can talk all that kind of stuff, all the scenarios, all that good stuff, right? Or we can you know, who's the Nate haircut? Or we can continue. I feel like the film might take too long. We if anybody um yeah, do the second half. Do the second half. Talk McDaniels. I think people want to talk McDaniels. I think people want to talk McDaniels, so we'll go ahead. We'll talk McDaniels. S somebody, let's get somebody to remember this timestamp. We're at 38:03 or 38. 38 is we second half tomorrow. That works. That works. That works. We can do that. We can run that. All right. Let's talk some McDaniels then. Let's talk some McDaniels then. I'm down for that. I'm down for that. I'm so down for that. Let's run it. Let's run it. McDaniels can maximize our player personnel? Really? Really? You think so? I personally think McDaniels is trash. Never liked McD, but he can actually be a good fit with Carr. He can be a good fit. He can be a great fit at that. But you know, it's tough. It's tough. Hobbs and McDaniels. I think you meant to say Dodds. Salute, Andy. Was good, bro. Was good with you, my boy. Hey, I enjoyed that though. I enjoyed that breakdown with you guys. I enjoyed that breakdown with you guys, man. That was fun. Something I love to do. That is something I love to do right there, man. Definitely, I like to do that. I love it. I love it. I love it. EJ. So look, McDaniels. People love to talk about it. That seems to be like the most trending topic right now in the nation, man. Me, I don't want him. I think there's better options. I think there's better options. But but he hasn't failed much. He hasn't failed much. He really hasn't. He really hasn't failed much. And I think that's important. I think that's important, man. Um, you know, winning record. He has a winning record. Glad you were able to share your screen. Yeah, shout out to Raid for that, man. And for everybody that was just in the chat right now, for everybody that was just in the chat right now, as we did that film breakdown, as we had some fun watching film, um, I want to give a big thanks to my boy Sanjeet, man. Sanjeet hooked it up. Sanjeet hooked it up. So, hey, for those of you guys who just enjoyed that segment, um, man, Sanjeet hooked it up, man. McDaniels will take this offense to another level. Really, really. Didn't think so. I feel like he would. I feel like he would help our run game. I feel like he would help Josh Jacobs a lot. I'm not too sure about receivers though, because there hasn't been many receivers that have had successful years under him as of late. They chose N'Keal Harry as their first round pick. He didn't do much. He didn't do much. Um, I mean, this right here is a very good stat though. My boy 510 says that New England top 10 in the red zone with Mac Jones. Carr can match and beat Jones. I agree. Sanjeet is definitely a real one. Sure is. My boy hooked it up, man. So shout out to Sanjeet. If you guys enjoyed that, man, shout out to Sanjeet. Real life hooked it up, man. Real life hooked it up. Let's see. What NFL division has the best wide receivers? Ooh. Mm. I mean, what NFL division has the best wide receivers? Um, I'm not. I mean, I think well, you got Brady's division. They got what? They got Evans and Godwin. Who else is in Brady's division? Adams, Jefferson, and Robinson. Yeah, probably that one. Probably that one. Oh man, don't get me started. But out of respect for you, oh man, NFC West has the best receivers. NFC West. That's Cooper Cup, Debo Samuels, DeAndre Hopkins. Who else is in that division? You got Debo Samuel, DeAndre Hopkins, Cooper Cup, OBJ, Robert Woods. Man, fuck those guys, man. Fuck those guys. Oh, DK. Man, y'all need to put some more respect on what's his face, Lockett. That boy low key a baller, man. My fucks with Lockett. New England's offense predicted on a pre-snap QB read and getting the ball out quick. This fits Carr to a T. It does. Derek Carr, I mean, he one of his most successful seasons in the NFL. Um, I mean, 2016. Everybody wants to talk about it, and that's exactly what we did. That's exactly what he did. Shotgun, read the defense, popped it. Good defense. I mean, that's a good way for Derek Carr. He's good pre-snap. He's good at reading the defense. It fits him. It sure does. It sure does fit him. It sure does fit him. Let's see. DK should be a Raider. DK, I mean, yeah. Yo, Andy, good breakdown, bro. Appreciate you, OG. Appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you, my man. No to DK. I'm not. I'm not the biggest fan on him, honestly. He's not a great route runner. Um, Pretty decent yards after catch though. Pretty decent yards after catch. Um, I mean DK can stretch the field. He's fast, but I'm also not the biggest fan of DK. But it works. It works. It works. It works. It works. It works, man. Andy, what's your thought on Jordan Davis, defensive tackle? Should we get him with a top pick if he falls to us? I think that he will be there, available for our pick in the first round. I do think so, but I feel like if we are to switch into a 3-4 scheme, we without a doubt need to draft Jordan Davis. We need to. He's 6'6". I think, like they said, 350 or 340. He's a nose tackle. He's going to eat up those blocks. He's going to take on those double teams. And he's not the best pass rusher, but if you switch into a 3-4, your nose tackle doesn't need to be a pass rusher. Um, so my thing is if you switch into that 3-4, you absolutely have to draft him. And I think he'll be available at our pick. But if you stay in your scheme, go out, and I feel like really what this scheme needs is a 3 tech. You know? That's what I think that this scheme needs. A 3-4 needs a dominant 3 technique. No. A 4-3 needs a dominant 3 technique. A 3-4 needs a dominant nose tackle. Chad said DK is overrated. He's too big, can't run routes, crisp or quick. Yeah, he's he's a good athlete. That's what he is. He's a good athlete. DK is no Brandon Marshall. He's not even Debo. Yeah, not at all. I'd like to draft a wide receiver first round. Arkansas Burks. Does I mean yeah? Chad said, hold on, that hat though. Appreciate you, my boy. I want Jordan Davis. He'd be our next Matuzak. Matching up slot receivers on linebackers, running choice routes. Look at Edelman, Wes Welker, Brentford would eat in this offense. Waller would be used better as well. Was was McDaniels there when? Hold on, no, he wasn't there. Who was the OC when Gronk and Hernandez were terrorizing defenses? Who was the OC then? Because I feel like we may not have an Aaron Hernandez and a Gronk, but I feel like Foster Moreau, if he gets put in the right offensive coordinator's hands, he can do some damage. Jacoby Myers, sorry I'm behind. Those are some pretty good receivers. Yep. I can only hope for a good first round draft pick. He was a beast. We need more. We need more than one receiver this offseason. I feel like Pierre, wide receiver, University Cincy. I feel like we need to go out and get a top receiver. And then you draft a top receiver, and then you draft John Michie in the third. Was it McDaniels? Bill O'Brien started the two tight end set with Gronk and Hernandez. Well, I feel like Foster and Waller in the right hands could be fucking disgusting. 2011, Bill O'Brien. All right. N'Kobe Dean at our first pick. All the wide receivers are going to be gone. You think so? You think so? I think I think Treylon Burks will be gone. I think I think the dude from Ohio, right? Is he from Ohio State? The receiver from Ohio will be gone. Um, yeah, I think some of the top receivers will be gone though. Hernandez had 910 yards. Gronk had 1,300. That's what I'm saying, man. When those guys were terrorizing defenses, bro, I feel like Foster and Waller could be. Oh my god, John Matuzak was a beast. Hell yeah. 2012 McDaniels was the OC. Okay. McDaniels loves two tight end sets. Yeah, I know. That's when we were watching the film right now. I was telling the guys that they need to get ready for that because it sure is something that the Patriots use a lot. Waller's more Hernandez type player, same speed and hands. Yeah. Does McDaniels use a fullback? Not as often as Gruden did, but I'm sure that you can't kind of pass up on a utility back like Ingold. If anything, Ingold may be used more in the passing game as a blocker and as a receiver. Um, Foster would need to not stop on his routes or drop passes. He better use a fullback low because we have a good one. Yeah, we sure do. But I feel like if McDaniel's is to come, you'll see him on the line of scrimmage a lot more. I feel like he'll be utilized more like a tight end. If we do get him because of how useful he is. Add Allen Robinson, draft D line or front seven. We're gonna have two fullbacks though, are we? Because the fullback that we have right now on the roster is actually going to play defensive end next year. I believe his name is Sutton Smith, right? Sutton Smith is our fullback. Um, he actually, if you look at his contract, he's played defense end. Ingold needs to get the ball on 3rd and 1, pound it. He never goes backwards. Yep. Jordan Davis could be the next. Yep. Son Smith. Agree like Marcel. Hope so. Yeah. Hey, Cruz. That's my reaction too. Yep. His numbers at what was it? Penn State, whatever the fuck, was very good off the edge. Very good off the edge. Ingold is a restricted free agent. Wonder if they bring him back. It'll be very hard for Ingold to leave. Very hard. With him being a restricted free agent because he was a undrafted free agent when we got him. Oh man, it would be very hard for him to not be on this team next year, and I really doubt that he'd want to leave. Um, will Regis be on the squad next season? He should. He should. But hey, y'all, we've been on here for an hour and a half, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys that pulled up tonight. It was very fun to break down film with you guys. Tomorrow, we'll probably start the stream, or we might finish the stream with the second half of the game on film. So if you guys want to do that, if you guys want to be back with the film, join me tomorrow. We'll have fun with that. We'll do the second half of the game. I believe the timestamp is minute 38. Minute 38. I think that's where we were at. So we'll finish out the second half of that game. We'll see the last minutes of our season. but um but hey, we we had a lot of fun today. I appreciate every single one of you guys who's in here. Love you guys. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out of here, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.